worn these tires on borrowed dreams, chasing signs I thought I'd need. Every mile said almost there, but home was never anywhere.
I've slept in towns that changed their names, loved too fast, left no trace. Funny how the truth still shows, no matter where the long road goes.
I kept my life in steady lines, morning chores, evening skies. I watched the seasons come and go, learn what patience really knows.
I heard your voice in passing trains, felt you in the falling rain. Some things fade, but some still glow, no matter how the years unfold.
We ain't who we were back then, but love remembers when. Still the road knows us, every step we've been through, all the wrong turns, all the trust, every broken truth. If we stumble, if we're slow, if we lost more than we know, still the road knows us, and it leads me back
To you, I learned the cost of being proud, saying less but thinking loud. Every goodbye I never meant left a mark I still regret.
I don't need a younger name or a life without its stains. Just one place I don't outgrow, one heart that I still know.
I don't ask where you've been, I just see who you are again. You don't shine, you don't pretend, you just love me where I stand. We're not perfect, never were, but this love feels real and sure. Some hearts don't rust or close, they bend like roads we chose. If tomorrow shakes our ground,
I won't be the one who runs.
I'll walk slow, I'll walk true, every road back home is you.
Still the road knows us, every scar, every mile. All the years that tried to break us only taught us how to smile. If the world forgets our names, if the nights don't feel the same, still the road knows us, and it leads me back again.
The screen door sings the same old sound when the evening sun goes down. Dust still settles on the floor like it did so many times before. Your coffee cup is still up there on the shelf beside the stair. Funny how the quiet stays long after love has gone away. I folded clothes you never wore, left them hanging by the door. Every mirror in this room still remembers me and you. I talk to walls like they're my friends. They don't rush me, they don't pretend, they just listen while I say, I thought you'd come back home someday. Time keeps moving, I stay still, waiting on a memory that will. The house still knows my name, every creak, every frame. It heard my laughter, felt my pain. It knows every prayer I prayed. If love ever leaves a trace, it's written in this place. Even if you're far away, I hear your boots at night when the wind don't sound quite right. I ain't angry, I ain't strong, just learned how to live alone. Some hearts break clean, some stay the same. Mine still answers when your name. Mama said, child, let it go, but she loved once, so she knows some goodbyes don't fully leave, they just sleep inside of me. I water roses by the fence, like loving you still makes sense if missing you's a kind of grace. I've learned to wear it every day. Years may change the lines I trace, but not the love I can't replace. The house still knows my name, every tear, every flame. It saw me fall, it saw me stay, when the nights all felt the same. If you ever feel the rain falling slow like yesterday, that's just love refusing change. The house still knows my name. If you drive this road again, slow down near the bend. There's a light still on inside that I never let go dark. The house still knows my name. It don't judge, it don't complain. It just holds what still remains of a love I couldn't save. If the past comes calling you and you don't know what to say, just remember somewhere out there, the house still knows my name.
That porch still creaks the same old way, paint's more faded but it stayed. I carved my name into that rail, back when dreams were wild and frail.
I left town chasing something new, thought the world was bigger than you, but every road just bent and veered right back here through different years. I swept that porch every fall, heard your laughter in the walls, watched the mailbox every day. Some hopes fade, but some just stay.
I learned the quiet kind of strong, how to wait without being wrong. Some loves don't beg or disappear, they grow roots through different years.
Time don't ask, it only goes, but love decides what it holds.
Same porch, different years, same old songs, new kinds of tears. Still your hand fits into mine, like it always knew the time. Through the doubts, through the fears, love stayed true through different years. If the past is what we choose, I choose every road with you. I've known silence louder than rain, known success that felt like pain.
Crowded bars, empty beds, things I wished I never said.
Every town felt cold and fast, nothing there was meant to last. All I was, all I feared, led me home through different years.
You're not the boy who left this town, I'm not the girl who stayed around, but something deeper stayed the same, that steady burning honest flame.
We're softer now, a little worn, but that don't mean is torn.
Some hearts don't rust or disappear, they just age through different years.
If tomorrow asks too much,
I'll give you more than words can touch.
no promises loud or clear,
Just staying close through different years.
same porch, different years, same deep love beneath the fear. Side by side, slow and true, every season leads to you. When the sun is low and near, I'll hold you close, no need to steer. If life pulls hard and interferes, we'll stand right here
Through different years.
different years, still here. I pulled over just to feel the quiet settle in the wheel. Engine ticking, night too wide, stars just hanging like they got time. I've been driving straight for days, trying not to feel the weight, but loneliness rides shotgun still. So I pulled over just to feel. There's a picture in my wallet, edges one smile half gone. She used to say I was running, even when I said I wasn't gone. I told her love would slow me down, but I never learned how. Funny what the heart reveals when you pull over just to feel. You can drown out pain with speed, silence makes you see. I pulled over just to feel what I've been dodging on these wheels. Every regret, every deal I made with myself. I ain't weak, I ain't afraid, just tired of running away. Sometimes healing don't come fast, you gotta stop to feel the past. Outrun dawn, outrun night, the truth don't scare that easy. It waits for you at the shoulder when you're too worn out to be busy. There's something honest in the dark when you don't know where you are. Just a man, a road and steel, and nowhere left to shield. If I make it back someday, I'll drive slower, choose my words. Love deserves a steadier man than the one this road first heard. I ain't asking for a sign, just a little peace of mind. Learning how a man should heal when he pulls over just to feel. If she ever asks about me, tell her I finally stood still. I pulled over just to feel, not to beg and not to kneel, just to face what's real. If tomorrow brings a turn, I'll take it with the lessons learned. Sometimes strength is knowing when to pull over and feel again. There's dust on these old roads behind me, names I don't say out loud. Every mile's got a memory, some I'm proud of, some I'm not. I learned young how to keep on moving, when staying felt too hard. Left my shadow by the county line with a beat-up heart and a borrowed car. Mama said, son, don't run too fast. Life ain't kinda restless feet. But I chased the sound of a wider world and left her words in the backseat. Every town looked good at sunset, every promise felt real at night. But by morning I was always gone, still searching for a reason why. Funny how the road teaches truth when there's nothing left to lose. There's dust on these old roads, and it's settled in my bones. Every wrong turn, every scar led me right to who I am. I've loved hard, I've let go, lost some things I should have known. If I'm broken, heaven knows there's dust on these old roads. I loved a girl by a river bend, said forever like I meant it then. But I left when the night felt heavy, thought freedom meant leaving again. I hear her laugh in the radio on songs that ain't just right. Some ghosts don't haunt your sleep, they just walk with you through life. I stood alone at gas station lights, counting change and second chances. Watch my face in the rearview glass, look older than the miles I've passed. I ain't asking for forgiveness or trying to change the past, just laying down my truth tonight on a road that still runs back. You can outrun towns and names, but you can't outrun who you became. There's dust on these old roads, the places I outgrew. Every goodbye I couldn't say still rides along with you. I've been lost, I've been cold, held my pride too tight to hold. If I'm standing here exposed, there's dust on these old roads. If I ever make it home, I'll drive slower than before. Let the engine cool, let the silence speak of what I was running for. If love's still waiting somewhere past the bend, past the pain, I'll meet it with an honest heart and a man who's finally changed. And there's dust on these old roads, but I ain't ashamed no more. Every mile wrote a line in a story worth the cost. I don't need a cleaner past or a dream that shines like gold, just a place to rest my soul with dust on these old roads.
This town don't change, it just grows old, like stories that don't get told. Paint peels off the courthouse wall, but it's still standing after all. They ask me why I never left, why I stayed with what was left. I smile and let them wonder why some answers don't reply. I've watched the seasons take their turn, watched some hearts break, some hearts learn. I learned mine the hardest way, by loving you and letting you stray. Every road that you went down left a silence in this town, but silence taught me how to pray in ways words never say. Not everything that stays is weak. Some roots go deeper than they seem. The wind knows why I stayed. It heard every promise we made. It carried your name away, but it left me here the same. If loving you was my mistake, then it's what I'll always take. The world may never understand, but the wind knows why I stay. I've known men kinder, men more sure, but loving them felt less than pure. They tried to fit me in their plans, but didn't take my hand. I don't need someone new to see what you already saw in me. Some loves don't fade with time, they just turn quiet in your mind. If you ever think of me when the nights won't let you sleep, no, I ain't living in regret, just a love I won't forget. I don't wait by the door no more, I just listen to the floor, creaking like it always does, speaking truths it never was. If God ever lets us cross again, I'll smile like an old friend. The wind knows why I stayed through every lonely, tender day. It saw me break, it saw me brave. It knows the price I paid. I didn't stay because I was afraid. I stayed for love, pure and plain. The world can guess, the world can say, but the wind knows why I stay. The wind knows why I stay. Some loves don't move on, they just grow roots.
I've walked fields that looked alive, but underneath were barely trying. Painted green but dry inside. Some places smile but fields don't lie.
I've known towns that promise more than they ever gave before. Truth don't dress itself in gold, it shows up plain and old.
I learned early watching land, what grows slow will always stand. If you rush it, it won't stay. Love's the same in every way.
I don't need a perfect man, just someone who understands what's real, don't have to try. The fields don't lie.
If it's real, it will survive
seasons, storms, and tides.
Fields don't lie, they show the truth beneath the sky. If it's broken, if it's dry, you can see it with your eyes. Love that lasts don't need disguise. It grows slow, it stays alive. Hearts are just like soil and rain. Fields don't lie, and love's the same. I don't have much to prove these days. No need to shine, no need to race. I'd rather build than run away. Plant something strong and stay.
I ain't rich in silver or fame, but my word still means my name. Everything I bring to you is honest, deep and true.
I see the way you take your time, fix what's broke instead of hide. That's the kind of love I trust, the kind that doesn't turn to dust.
tomorrow brings a drought, we'll work it through, we won't burn out. What we've grown won't say goodbye.
Let the seasons do their part. We've got patient hearts. Fields don't lie, they tell the story if you try. Every tear, every track leaves a mark that won't deny. Side by side until the grain turns to gold again and again. If the world asks us why, fields don't lie.
Mama used to hum old gospel tunes while the evening settled in too soon. Screen door singing in the summer heat, bare feet dancing on a wooden street. I learned love from watching her hands hold together what the world couldn't stand. She said, girl, don't chase the fast and bright. Some hearts shine best in softer light. I fell for a boy with a restless soul, eyes full of dreams, hands full of hope. He promised me more than he could give, but loving him taught me how to live. We said forever like we had time, under borrowed stars and cheap red wine. But some loves are meant to stay, and some just quietly drift away. Now the porch light knows my name, it's seen my joy, it's felt my pain. It's watched me wait, watched me pray for things that never stay the same. If love comes back, I won't complain, but if it don't, I'll be okay. 'Cause the porch light knows my name, and it still shines just the same. Years rolled by like a slow freight train, carried laughter, carried rain. I learned how to sleep alone, still set the table like someone's home. The mirror shows a softer face, laugh lines time couldn't erase. I don't miss who I used to be, she led me where I needed to be. Sometimes I hear his voice at night in an old song playing low and light. Steel guitar crying just like me, telling truths we didn't mean to see. But I don't ache the way I did before. Some heartbreaks don't hurt anymore, they just settle like dust in air and remind you love was once there. Now the porch light knows my name, it's seen my joy, it's felt my pain. It's watched me wait, watched me pray for things that never stay the same. If love comes back, I won't complain, but if it don't, I'll be okay. 'Cause the porch light knows my name, and it still shines just the same. Used to think love meant holding tight, never letting go, never saying goodbye. But now I know some loves are true, just for the season they walk with you. Yeah, the porch light knows my name, every tear, every small reclaim. It's watched me grow, watched me change, still held my heart the same old way. If tomorrow brings love again, I'll open my arms, let it in. 'Cause the porch light knows my name, and it's never gone out on sit right here as the sun goes down in this quiet little country town, with a heart that's learned to stay where the porch light knows my name.
Mile marker 9 just past the bend, where the road gets quiet and starts again. There's a pull-off spot with a busted sign, and a memory I still can't leave behind. You stood there with your arms crossed tight, said if you go now, don't say goodbye. I drove away like I'd be fine, left my heart at mile marker 9. I told myself I needed more than a small town and a screen door. I chased a sound I couldn't hear, found empty rooms and cheap beer. Every town had a different name, but the nights all felt the same. You don't know what you leave behind till it's haunting every line. I left my heart at mile marker 9 on a 2-lane road back in time. Every mile since just proved me wrong. Some things you lose for long. If I could turn back, I know the sign. I wouldn't cross that county line. Yeah, I left my heart at mile marker 9, and I've been driving ever since. Heard you settled down real good, built the life we said we would. I'm glad someone stayed and tried to love you the way I didn't that night. I don't call, I don't interfere, just carry you quietly here. Some regrets don't need a voice, they just live with your choice. Now the truck runs older than me, radio hums in minor keys. Every sunset feels like a sign, pointing back to mile marker 9. If heaven's kind, maybe someday I'll make peace with yesterday. But until then, I'll just ride, you still sitting by my side. I left my heart at mile marker 9 on a 2-lane road back in time. Every mile since just proved me wrong. Some things you lose for long. If I could turn back, I know the sign. I wouldn't cross that county line. Yeah, I left my heart, yeah, on marker 9, and I've been driving ever since. Yeah, still driving. I was raised on a gravel road where the sun went down slow and low. Daddy's boots by the front door, mama humming gospel, nothing more.
I learned love from the way she smiled when the world felt rough and wild. But I never knew a heart like mine was waiting on another time.
I grew up where the fields stay green, morning light like a half-told dream. Barefoot running through tall grass, thinking moments like that would last.
I prayed for something soft and true, never thought that prayer was you. Till your eyes met mine that night by by the old porch light,
where the river knows our names and the stars don't ever change. We lay our worries down in the dirt, let the quiet heal what hurt. Hand in hand, no need to roam. This old road feels like home. If love's a place we're meant to stay, meet me where the river stays.
I've loved before, but it burned too fast, like a summer storm that couldn't last. Every goodbye left a scar, taught me who I really am.
Then you laughed in that easy way, like you weren't afraid of yesterday. You didn't ask me to explain, just stood with me in the rain.
I saw the miles behind your eyes, every broken promise, every try, but your hands were steady and kind, like you've been searching your whole life.
I don't need diamonds or gold, just a love that grows old. If your heart still trembles sometimes, let mine be the place you hide, where the river knows our names and the stars don't ever change. We lay our worries down in the dirt, let the quiet heal what hurt. Hand in hand, no need to roam. This old road feels like home. If love's a place we're meant to stay, meet me where the river stays.
If the seasons turn us gray, will you still feel the same?
I'll love you in the fall and spring, through every broken thing.
Time can take its slow, sweet way.
I ain't afraid. Where the river knows our names
And the night burns soft like flame.
we don't need much, just truth and time. Your heart and mine. If the world gets loud someday, we'll listen to the water pray. Forever starts the way love stays, right here where the river stays.
Right here,
Where the river stays.
right here,
Where the river stays.
Sunday dresses pressed just right, Mama's perfume soft and light, church bells ringing through the trees, promises spoken easily. He sat beside me, held my hand, like we both knew the same old plan. But even then, beneath his smile, goodbye was waiting a while. We prayed for love, we prayed for grace, but some hearts don't stay in place. He said he needed something more than a small town life and a screen door. I watched him leave in borrowed shoes, carrying dreams I couldn't choose. I stayed behind, learned to be strong, learned that leaving ain't always wrong. There's Sunday dresses and goodbyes, some you see, some you don't realize. Love walks in dressed like a vow, then slips away somehow. I kept the faith, I kept the scars, learned the truth from broken hearts. Yeah, there's Sunday dresses and goodbyes, both teach you how to survive. Years later I still hum old hymns, still fold my hands, still think of him, but not with ache, not with regret, just quiet truths I don't forget. I found love in simpler ways, and steady nights and honest sunniest days. Some love stays, some love flies. Both shape the woman in your eyes. If he came back, I'd wish him well, but I wouldn't trade the life I've held. I learned my heart ain't meant to bend just to keep a man who won't stand. I've made peace with yesterday. It taught me how to love my way. Strong but soft, brave but kind, leaving fear so far behind. There's Sunday dresses and goodbyes, some you see, some you don't realize. Love walks in dressed like a vow, then slips away somehow. I kept the faith, I kept the scars, learn the truth from broken hearts. Yeah, there's Sunday dresses and goodbyes, both teach you how to survive. So I hang my dress and turn out the light, thankful for love, thankful for life. Some love stays, some love flies, just like Sunday dresses and goodbyes.
Slept under unfamiliar skies, packed my heart in 1,000 goodbyes. Every road said maybe stay, but none of them felt the same. I chased horizons wide and free, but something always pulled on me. Turns out I wasn't lost at all, I was just walking back to you.
I kept the porch light burning low, didn't know when you'd come home. Every season had your name written softly in the rain.
I learned love ain't holding tight, it's letting go then staying kind. And every mile you wandered through was just a longer road to you. Home is where you are tonight, in your laugh, in your eyes. Ain't a place on any map, it's your head on my chest when the world goes quiet. When the road feels cold and far, I don't care where we are, if I'm standing next to you. Home is where you are.
I see forever in the small things, shared old songs, wedding rings, in the way you say my name, like it's shelter from the rain. No big house, no city lights, just steady love and honest nights. I don't need the world to know, I already feel it in my soul.
I'll walk with you through changing days, through harvest moons and empty plains. If the years leave silver trails, I'll still see fire in your gaze. When my voice gets tired and low, and my hands don't move so slow, I lean into your gentle heart, that's where my strength still starts. If the storms come rolling in, we'll ride them out like we always did.
Side by side, no fear, no doubt. Love's the roof we're living under now.
Home is where you are tonight, in your laugh, in your eyes. Ain't a place on any map, it's your head on my chest when the world goes quiet. When the road feels cold and far, I don't care where we are, if I'm standing next to you. Home is where you are.
Home is where you are tonight,
In your laugh, in your eyes.
Ain't a place on any map.
It's your head on my chest when the world goes quiet.
When the road feels cold and far, I don't care where we are. If I'm standing next to you, home is where you are. Home is where you are.
And I'm already home.
Home is where you are.
And I'm already home. We never needed neon signs, big city bright headlines, just an old clock on the wall, ticking through it all.
I learned your love in little ways, the meals you made, the words you saved. Some things don't need to shout, they're truer when they're quiet.
I saw forever in your eyes, not fireworks, just steady light. The way you listen slow and deep, the promises you always keep.
We said more without a sound, and most folks shouting all around. Love like ours don't need to show, it's felt more than it's known.
Our love was written in the quiet, in every moment we survived, in the spaces between the words where hearts speak first. No grand lines, no dramatic scene, just you and me, honestly. Yeah, our love was written in the quiet, and that's what makes it wild.
I failed you more than once or twice, but you stayed through every night. You taught me grace don't keep a score, it just keeps the door.
If the years slow down our steps, memories start to slip, I still know you by the way you reach for me.
I'll know you in the dark of dawn, in your breath when the lights are gone, in the way your hand still fits like it always did.
Even when the world moves on and the young love sings new songs, ours will hum low and true, like a tune we always knew. Our love was written in the quiet, in every moment we survived, in the spaces between the words where hearts speak first. No grand lines, no dramatic scene, just you and me, honestly. Yeah, our love was written in the quiet, and that's what makes it wild. Just me and you.
There was a song we used to play on a worn-out radio every day. You'd hum along just off-key, laugh and pull me close to you and me. It wasn't famous, wasn't new, just a tune that somehow knew every dream we hadn't tried, every truth we kept inside. You said love don't need much space, just a little time, a little grace. But time moved on like it does, left me holding on to us. When you packed up, didn't look back, left that song inside the cracks of a house too quiet to explain why some echoes still remain. There's a song I never sang again, since the night you said this is the end. Not because it hurts too bad, but 'cause it knew what we once had. I let it fade, I let it go, like loving you, I suppose. Yeah, there's a song I never sang again, and it still knows where you've been. Years went by, I learned to smile, learned to be alone a while, found comfort in the simple days, in letting memories behave. I don't curse the love we tried. Some things bloom, some things die, but that melody still finds me late when the house gets quiet again. If I hear it play somewhere, I don't cry, just sit there, let it pass like summer rain, gentle, soft, without the pain. Some love stays inside a tune, never meant to follow you. It just rests where hearts have been, like a song that understands. There's a song I never sang again, since the night you said this is the end. Not because it hurts too bad, but 'cause it knew what we once had. I let it fade, I let it go, like loving you, I suppose. Yeah, there's a song I never sang again, and it still remembers when. It still remembers when.
That old white house at the edge of town, paint's peeling off, but it won't fall down. Porch swing sings when the wind comes through, still sounds like evening spent with you. Dust on the road, cicadas cry, summer hangs heavy in the sky. I parked my truck, killed the engine sound, like the past was waiting to be found. This is the house where love stayed strong when the nights felt long and the days went wrong. No silver rings, no diamond shine, just faith, time, and a heart like mine. If heaven ever touched the ground, it was right here without a sound. Yeah, this is the house where love stayed, even when the world slipped away. Your apron hangs by the kitchen door, smells like coffee and rain-soaked floors. Radio low and old George Jones singing truths we already know. We didn't have much, but we had enough. Two stubborn hearts and honest love. Every scar we learned to forgive taught me how a good man lives, yeah. This is the house where love stayed strong when the nights felt long and the days went wrong. No silver rings, no diamond shine, just faith, time, and a heart like mine. Daddy said, son, don't measure wealth by what you own, but who you help. Mama smiled, wiped her hands clean, said love's a fire you tend unseen. Years rolled by like a freight train slow. Some dreams left, some stayed home, but every road I ever ran led me back to who I am. If I could stop these hands of time, I'd sit right here till the end of mine. No need for more, no need to roam, when love already built a home. This is the house where love stayed true through borrowed hope and skies of blue. When words fell short and faith was tried, love didn't run, it stayed inside. If angels ever knew my name, they learned it here through joy and pain. Yeah, this is a house where love stayed and taught my heart to stay the same. This is a house where love stayed strong, sang lullabies and Sunday songs. Every prayer we couldn't say was lived out slow, day by day. When my time comes and I'm called away, let them say I learned this way. Life ain't about what you say, it's about the house where love stays. Sun goes down on the old tin roof, crickets sing like living proof. I turn the key, but my heart remains in the house where love stays.
Church bells fade down the county road, dust settles soft like a story told. Your hand finds mine, no words needed. Faith don't rush, it's just believe. Sun through lace on a wooden floor, coffee steam, screen door. World can wait, it always can, when I'm right here, a simple man. There's a Sunday quiet in your arms, stronger than him, softer than dawn. Every worry learns to rest when my head lays on your chest. If heaven ever feels this near, I don't need answers, I don't need fear. There's a Sunday quiet, warm and true, when the world slows down with you. Old clock ticks like it's counting grace, every second in its place. Your breath moves slow like summer air, teaches me how to stay right here. I spent years trying to prove my worth, chasing noise in a restless world. Now silence feels like holy ground, when your love's the only sound. There's a Sunday quiet in your arms, stronger than him, softer than dawn. Every worry learns to rest when my head lays on your chest. If heaven ever feels this near, I don't need answers, I don't need fear. There's a Sunday quiet, warm and true, when the world slows down with you. This is all this life can be, then Lord, it's more than enough for me. No grand parade, no perfect plan, just your hand in my hand. There's a Sunday quiet in your arms, where I'm safe from all the harm. Every prayer I couldn't say feels like it finally found its way. When the years turn silver and blue, I'll still wake up choosing you in that Sunday quiet, old and new. I'll spend my life slowing down with you. Church bells gone, afternoon light, everything feels gently right. I close my eyes, the world disarms in Sunday quiet in your arms. That black top hums under worn out tires, sun sinking low like an old campfire. Every mile I try to outrun just taught me who I'll become. Wind through the winter, dust on my sleeve. Every town taught me how to leave, but your name rides shotgun still. Quiet as prayer, strong as will. The road learned my heart the hard way through. Every wrong turn led back to you. I chased horizons, freedom and truth. Found myself in the space we grew. If peace is slow and love is real, it ain't the rush, it's what you feel. Yeah, the road learned my heart by tearing it apart, then steering it home. Gas station lights in a one-horse town, radio crackling, windows down. Old Hank sings like he always knew. A restless soul don't know what to do. I traded nights for neon signs, forgetting stars still take their time. Now the sky feels wide and kind, like it's been waiting all this time. The road learned my heart the hard way through. Every wrong turn led back to you. I chased horizons, freedom and truth. Found myself in the space we grew. If peace is slow and love is real, it ain't the rush, it's what you feel. Yeah, the road learned my heart by tearing it apart, then steering it home. If I could speak to that young man, I'd say hold on when you can. Some loves ain't meant to roam, they're meant to feel like home. The road learned my heart line by line. Every goodbye sharp in the sign, pointing back to your open door, to a life I don't run from anymore. If grace is earned by learning slow, then I finally know what I know. Yeah, the road learned my heart and led it back to the start. Engine cool, stars appear, silence sounds like you're near. I turn the key, step out alone, but my heart already made it home. Dusk gets soft on the hood of my car, turns every mile into who we are. Headlights hum like a low-key prayer, night smells like pine and worn out air. I ain't chasing nothing tonight, just letting go inch by inch of fight. Some march run, some march stay, mine just drives till the light turns gray. I got a heart that drives that dust when the road feels honest, slow and just. When the past don't shout so loud, and forgiveness rides shotgun now. If peace is something you can't rush, it finds you here between open dust. Yeah, I got a heart that drives the dust, learning when to trust. Radio low, steel guitar cries, sounds like truth in a thin disguise. Every note bends just like me, trying to be what I used to be. I loved you hard, I loved you wrong. Thought love was fast, thought pain was strong. Now I know what lasts the most is the things you hold when you let go. I got a heart that drives that dust when the road feels honest, slow and just. When the past don't shout so loud, and forgiveness rides shotgun now. If peace is something you can't rush, it finds you here between open dust. Yeah, I got a heart that drives the dust, learning when to trust. Yeah, there's a crossroad sign up ahead, paint's faded but the truth ain't dead. It says choose love or choose control. I slow it down, let the moment roll. Some answers come when you stop asking. Some wounds heal without your hand, and I ain't fixed, but I ain't alone. This road feels more like home. If I ever find my rest, it won't be where I tried my best. It'll be where I learn to stay when the light starts fading gray. I got a heart that drives the dust, where love feels quiet, worn and just, where every mile forgives my past and teaches me how to last. When the stars come out one by one, I thank the road for what I've done. Yeah, I got a heart that drives the dust, find and trust enough. Night rolls in, engine hums, tomorrow waits, but I ain't running, I slow it down, breathe in the hush with a heart that drives the dust. Morning fog rolls off the old dirt road. Pickup hums like a hymn I've always known. Coffee steaming on the tailgate rail, sunrise gold on the windmill's pale veil. There's a fence that leans, but it still stands strong, like the promises we swore when we were young. I can hear your laugh in the meadow grass, every quiet thing still brings you back. Where the river knows my name, and the stars still burn the same. I lay my heart down in the open air, every prayer I never said is waiting there. If love's a road with no return, I'd still walk it just to learn how peace feels when the world stands still, where the river bends and time's gentle will. That old steel guitar cries low and slow,
like a whippoorwill when the night winds blow. Your boots by the door, your coat on the chair, like you just stepped out, like you're still here. Moonlight rests on the barnwood wall, crickets sing like a gospel call. I breathe in hay, dust and pine, feels like heaven was never far behind. Where the river knows my name and the stars still burn the same, I lay my heart down in the open air. Every prayer I never said is waiting there. If love's a road with no return, I'd still walk it just to learn how peace feels when the world stands still. Where the river bends and time's gentle will. Daddy said, son, don't rush your days, let the good things come their own old way. I didn't listen, I ran too fast. Now I talk to ghosts of the honest past. But the earth forgives, the land remembers. Every fall, every sweet September, I hear your voice in the rustling leaves, telling me this life's enough belief. If I could stop the hands of time, I'd hold you here in this moment's rhyme. No city lights, no loud goodbyes, just a porch swing creaking under open skies. Where the river knows my name and the stars still burn the same, I lay my heart down in the open air. Every prayer I never said is waiting there. If love's a road with no return, I'd still walk it just to learn how peace feels when the world stands still. Where the river bends and time's gentle will. Yeah, the river knows my name, every scar, every flame. I found myself in the quiet truth of simple days and honest youth. And if I'm gone when morning breaks, let the wind tell you what I couldn't say. I was home, I was free, where the river kept you close to me. Steel guitar fades like a setting sun, crickets sing till the night's all done. I close my eyes, let the silence claim, where the river knows my name.
There's a little AM station out past the tracks, crackles like it's carrying time on its back. Every night when the world felt thin, that radio taught me how to listen. Mama hummed low while Daddy drove, hands on the wheel, mind on the road. Those songs didn't shine, they stayed true. They told me who I'd grow into. That radio never promised me fame, it just taught me heartache, love, and pain. Said sing it straight, don't dress it up, life's already hard enough. If I ever learn to say what I feel, it came from songs that sounded real. Yeah, a little AM station taught me how to be a man. George and Merle laid Johnny too, sang like they'd been where I'd been through. Every note had dust and miles, every smile hid a while. I'd lie awake by the window screen, let those voices raise me gently, while the moon leaned low and blue, like it was listening to. That radio never promised me fame, it just taught me heartache, love, and pain. Said sing it straight, don't dress it up, life's already hard enough. If I ever learned to say what I feel, it came from songs that sounded real. Yeah, little AM station taught me how to be a man. If I leave behind a simple tune, let it sound like a front porch in June. No big words, no fancy name, just truth, mercy, and a little pain. That radio still talks to me in the quiet hours when I can't sleep. Says, son, you don't need to pretend, just sing it like you're talking to a friend. When my voice finally fades away, let them say I learned this away from an old AM station that taught my heart how to stand. Static fades, dawn comes slow, same old songs I'll always know. I turn the dial, but I still hear everything that raised me here.